So I get this question asked a lot. When do you sell? When's a good time to sell? Do you think Bitcoin's gonna go to 250K? So I'm just gonna make a quick video. I'm gonna get straight to the point, yeah? When do you sell? Well, another person, another man or another woman can't tell you when to sell because everyone's financial situation is different. Plus, no one can predict the future, right? Because you could have easily put 1,000 on a coin and could have went to 10,000, and then you're watching all these YouTubers and you're doing all this reading and you're doing all this so-called research, and you think you're gonna get another 10x. So you think you're gonna turn out 1K to 20K, even though you already turned this 1K to 10K, but your brain, your greedy side, is playing games with you. It's making you think, yeah, another 10x, no more. Nah, listen, it doesn't work like that. So when do you sell it, yeah? I'm gonna tell you what I do. What I do is why do, I'm gonna explain to you why the way I sell and the way I exit makes sense for me. And everyone's different. But the reason why it makes sense for me is because I've been on the other side where I didn't sell and I let the greed kick in and I lost 50% of everything I made. And that 50% went down real quick. It didn't take 2 months, 3 months. It was literally one event. Russia decided to take over Ukraine. I woke up, I was 38% down. That's just me waking up. And then by the time I've had dinner, another 12%. That was me done. 50% gone in one day. But I could have sold 3 months before that, 6 months before that, 12 months before that. Like I said in my previous video, if you haven't watched it, I advise you to go and watch it. I got in crypto in 2020, started trading, like buying coins and selling coins in 2020. So you can say I bought the bottom because I got in COVID times, especially even COVID day when everything crashed, I bought. So anything after that, like June, July, August, September, I was in some serious gains. And I always said, nah, bro, don't sell now. Because the way I saw it was, I wanted to sell in July, but I'm in September now. And I'm in September thinking, like, look, if you sold in July, you'd have lost out on these gains. So every 3 months, I was thinking, yeah, it don't make sense selling. And I'm up. I'm going to the moon. You see what I'm saying? Like fuck that. Like literally, I just started thinking weird. Like, what are you talking about? Do you know who you're talking to? I'm making this much a day. I used to show people like my phone, my ledger. I used to be like, look how much I made today. Like, are you dumb? Look how much I made last month. But I didn't understand. I was still new to this money. Do you get it? I never like understood crypto money. I used to use Bitcoin back in the day, 017, 016, 18, 19, but that was for other stuff. I wasn't a trader then. Do you get it? Anyways, so I learned my lesson when that pussy old Putin decided to take over Ukraine. That's when I was like, fuck, this shit's real. I can literally lose everything. Then I started realizing my sell signals. My sell signals were every time I wanted to show off, show my wife, look how much money I made today, look how great I am. Want to show my mom, look, mom, I made it. Yeah, I'm getting that footballer money now. Look at this. There was all sell signals. So now what I do is with my leverage trades, let's say I make like 10, 12K in one day. First thing I'll do is I'll quickly screenshot, then I'll sell. Do you get it? I'll sell, and then once I know I've sold and the money's safe, then I go and show my loved ones like, look, today was a good day, or today was a good week, or today was a, you know what I'm saying, so on, so on. So I learned the hard way. Like basically what I'm trying to say is whenever I get excited, whenever I feel like I want to show off, or whenever I feel like proud of myself and I want to clap for myself, that's my sell signal. And that's when I just sell. So for all the people that's asking me, when do you think it's a good time to sell? I hope this video kind of makes sense to you in it, because your situation might be different from another person's situation. Like your financial situation can be totally different from another person's financial situation. And if you do go and ask someone that makes more money than you, that's probably in the same coin and that got in the same time and that bought in the same amount as you. Yeah. So let me give you an example. Let's say you make 30K a year, but your friend makes 100K a year. You both got into this coin. Let's just call it whatever. Let's just call it Aircoin. You both bought Aircoin at the same time. You both put £10,000 on it, and you caught 10x. So you turned that 10,000 to 100K. If you ask your friend that's making 100K a year, like, yo, should I get it now? He can look at that thinking, nah, man, that's 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 some light change. Like, let's try to get 300. Let's try to get 400. But he can say shit like that. He's on 100K a year because he's probably like he's seen 100K before. Do you see what I'm saying? But you're on 30K a year. You've never seen 100K before, and you're asking someone that's seen 100K before, like, when should I sell? So obviously his opinion is gonna be different to like what you was thinking. That's why when it comes to selling, another man or another woman can't tell you when, because everyone's thing's different. If that money makes you feel happy, if that money makes you think like, yo, I can do something with this, or this can change my life, or I can take this out and build and make more money in somewhere else. Like, I can take my crypto money out, I can start a business, or I can invest it in a house. And if that money makes you feel like that, sell. Don't get greedy. And if you feel like you're selling too early and you still love the project and all of that shit, and you really believe it's got utility use, then sell 75% and just let the 25% run and see, and just test yourself, see if it was right or not. But yeah, that's just a quick video on when to sell. Well, when I sell, anyways. I hope that helps you out. And the next question was, will Bitcoin go to 250K? Let's go on Bitcoin right now. This is Bitcoin right now. I'm waiting for the weekly candle to close. I got another about 17 minutes left. I'm gonna see where the weekly candle closes. To me personally, I don't like predicting, but you know, if I had to guess, like, if you're forcing me to guess, do I think Bitcoin is hitting 250K? I don't think we're gonna see Bitcoin above 130K. I don't even think we're gonna. I think this might be the top. 124K might be the top, because it's done this before. Like, literally over here, it was what, 108, and then it went down. It came up to 109, and then boom, it crashed down to 75. And then from 75, it made this new high, came low, made a new high. If you're looking at this on the chart, you think this is a perfect uptrend, because literally made a high, came low, this low was higher than this low, so that's a high low, and then it made a higher high. So you think it's on the uptrend, right? But Bitcoin don't play by the rules like that. Bitcoin does whatever the fuck it wants to do. So yeah, so me personally, I've seen this before. I've seen Bitcoin go to 66K, go down to 28K. I thought everything was over, and then shoot straight back up to 69K. So when it hit 69K, I'm thinking, cool, higher high on a weekly, on a daily, uptrends confirmed. Next stop, 170, 180, whatever. Like, I was thinking crazy numbers because I'm seeing it doing a high high, right? And then straight down to 15K. So me personally, I call this a top, but obviously I don't like predicting in it. So my whole thing is reacting. So I'm gonna wait for this weekly candle to close, and then on Monday, I'm gonna do some trades based on what happens in the next 14, 13 minutes. And then I'm gonna wait for another weekly candle to close next week, God willing, if I'm still alive. And then I'll see whether the downtrend has officially started. But yeah, I hope all of that makes sense. And if it doesn't, hit me up in the comments and hopefully I can explain. But yeah, this was a quick one. So yeah, like, subscribe, all of that, all of that, all of that.